Hi guys, this is Matthias, and I'm coming at you here with part 2 of my beginner's guide for survival in H1Z1. And I'm partly going to continue from where we left off in the first one, but also add in a couple of more tips that actually should belong in the first video. A couple of suggestions that actually was brought up by a few of my subscribers. Things that we believe is going to be quite valuable knowledge for new players in this game. Now, continuing from where we left off, the workbench. This is what it looks like. And once you have a sniper and a shotgun, you probably want to break down all those pistol bullets that you've collected and make them into either buckshots for the shotgun or .308 rounds for your hunting rifle. Now, going into areas like what you see here, office buildings in one of the major cities, is a matter of a risk versus reward. At the release of this video, there are 3 different towns in H1Z1. One is Pleasant Valley, that's the biggest one. The one I'm in here is called Cranberry, and then you have Ranchito Taquito up in the north. Now, as you can see here, I can't really find any ammo, and if you find yourself in a similar situation, it's probably because somebody has been here looting quite recently, and the stuff just hasn't respawned yet. Now, in these office buildings, you'll be able to find stagnant water and food more than you'll ever need, and a ton of other stuff as well, but what you're really looking for is, of course, ammunition for your weapons. And in this case, since I'm so close to a workbench, any type of ammo will do. Just keep in mind that the value of the loot that you can find in these office buildings are well known to all experienced players in H1Z1, so be careful. Now, if you're able to kill 1 or 2 or even 3 guys, keep in mind a lot of people play in groups, and even if they don't, the sound of your shots will carry a long way. If you want to maximize your survivability, grab the ammo and some of the other valuable loot and get out of there as soon as possible. I killed 2 guys.
I know you are here. I know you are in this building, my friend. But I will not go for you. I am big noob of this game. I don't have anything. I am Pussy Destroyer. Whoa, you have killed 2 guys, mate. That's nice. Can I take some loot of them, please?
It's behind the sniper office
take
building.
it. It's all yours.
Really, bro?
Yeah,
The
it's
small
yours.
one.
It's yours. Take it, man.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
You're welcome. So at this point in time, I want to meet up with my teammates that are in another area on the map. And learning the map is actually not all that hard. There are a couple of good websites that show you the map, and just Googling H1Z1 map is going to give you plenty to choose from. Now, if you really want to play it safe, you want to stay away from open areas as you see here. If you instead run in the forest using the trees as cover, you will be a lot harder to spot. And things like this probably wouldn't have to happen. Oh shit, I'm in combat. Kill 2. So now I'm facing a new problem. I'm only wearing a satchel, and none of these guys had anything better in terms of backpacks. However, in my inventory I do have a spool of twine, and that's my lifesaver in this situation. So what you see me doing here is that I will take some of the scrap metal, turn them into at least 3 metal brackets, and I also need 3 nails. Combining them with 3 wood sticks, I will get a backpack frame. And a backpack frame is one of the essential ingredients that you need in order to make a framed backpack. Now, the satchel that I have now and that you can make in the beginning of the game will allow you to carry 300 bulk. The framed backpack, however, will allow you to carry 1200, so it is a massive upgrade. There's a shotgun here and a landmine and stuff from the guys that I killed. AK, wooden bow, helmet. You know what? I can make a I have a, what's it called? A spool of twine. I can make a backpack. So now the most unusual or uncommon ingredient needed to make a framed backpack is the spool of twine. You can also use the spool of twine in order to make a wooden bow, and if you only find one spool of twine, that's actually quite a tough choice. Well, sometimes anyway. Now, when you discover and when you're crafting, the stuff that you're discovering with and the stuff that you're crafting doesn't necessarily have to be in your inventory. It just has to be in the vicinity. For example, you can discover and you can craft with items that are in a storage container, for example. And in order to discover with them, you have to, of course, see them and be able to click on them. But you don't have to do that in order to craft with them. They can just be in any of the storage containers nearby. So the framed backpack requires 1 backpack frame, 1 spool of twine, and 8 scraps of cloth.
Help me! What? Fucking decent as fuck! He fucking shot me across the fucking staircase.
Okay.
Insane.
I got some stuff now. Oh, I can't carry this shotgun. Damn it. If you're... can you get G5 spawn?
Nope.
If you hurry and get G5, I have a shotgun
Server
here.
down.
Oh, you can't get in.
Yeah.
Now, one of the things that I should have mentioned in part 1 of these beginner guides is that at the moment there is a bug with your shoes, meaning that if you don't take them off and put them back on again, you're going to run as if you were barefoot. And I would like to thank Nick of Derby for pointing that out. Now, with the work boots that you get when you spawn, you run faster than barefoot, but you make a lot more noise, so if you'd rather be sneaky, you need to take them off. Now, whatever you choose, you need to be careful with where you put your steps either way. A trap like this is not all that bad. Well, as long as nobody's nearby to finish you off at least. But if that would have been a landmine instead, I would have been dead. So now for the next tip, I would like to credit Nemizi. And he wanted to bring up that the flare that you have by default can actually be used as a one-time lighter. Now, as far as I know, I don't think it works in furnaces or in barbecues, but in campfires, something that you can either find or craft on your own. By placing the flare in the right spot next to the campfire, you can lit it. And if you're a new player and you have recently spawned, this is a one-time only. Yeah, that's how it works. Now that the campfire is lit, you can use it until it starts raining, because that will put out the fire, since it's not under any kind of cover from rain. So now going back to something that I talked about a few minutes earlier, the spool of twine. I want to point out its importance here a little bit more, and one of the other things that you can do with it is a wooden bow. Now this wooden bow looks exactly like the makeshift bow, but it is a lot better. It deals more damage, but more importantly, you can move faster while the bow is drawn. Now, at the release of this video, there are 3 different bows and 1 crossbow in H1Z1. The best bow is, in my opinion, the recurve bow, but the wooden bow is not far behind. Now, in order to find a spool of twine, I would recommend you to look in houses, in housing areas, and especially in the furnitures in bedrooms. Any furniture that looks like it would contain clothes is where you would most likely find spool of twine. So now, if you start familiarizing yourself with a certain area, there are certain spawns that are going to be more or less important. This is in the warehouse in Bubba's truck stop, and where I am right now is a very well-known shotgun spawn. You can also find the buckshots for the shotgun here. At this point in time, there was none. Instead, I found this M9 pistol and no bullets for it. Next up, I want to check out the garage, which is directly south of this warehouse. It also contains quite a bit of spawn. In the warehouse, you'll be able to find grenades, landmines, a variety of different ammo. You'll also be able to find scrap metal, crowbars, and a variety of useful and useless stuff. But Bubba's truck stop also has another well-known shotgun spawn, and that's where I'm going right now. And this building, which is located to the west of the garage, in the middle of Bubba's truck stop, is called Clegg's. And what I'll be able to find here is quite valuable, especially if you're new. There's a motorcycle helmet, 2 buckshots for the shotgun, and the shotgun is located on the wall right there. Now, if you're lucky, you can also find a first aid kit in this very building. It's on the other side of the wall where I'm standing here. I'm going around it right now, and to the left. And if it's there, it's directly next to the door. Unfortunately for me, it wasn't there this time. Instead, I'll have to make do with some food that will increase my comfort. Some of this food is going to increase my hydration as well as energy. And any food that does that is what I consider a bit more valuable. So I hope this, part 2 of my beginner's guides, was helpful, and if you missed part 1, then there will be a link in the description, you can check that out. Now, there are many different ways to play survival in H1Z1. So far I have focused on how you will increase your survivability and how you will be able to play this game on your own, or if you already have a couple of friends that you know that you want to play with. You can of course also meet people in the game, players that you can team up with, players that can be your friends and that you can ally with. Be careful though, a lot of people will pretend to be friendly in order to gain your trust, only to kill you and get your loot. I am very suspicious whenever I meet people that I don't know. On the other hand though, if you have just recently spawned, maybe you don't have all that much to lose, you might as well take your chances because you can benefit a lot from getting to know people that either are in a similar situation as yourself, or if you're really lucky they might be very experienced, might have a lot of loot in some of their bases, and they might just be very friendly and generally just want to help you out. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Huh? Alright.
Oh, please, no. I know you can't kill me, just...
I know.
This gun has no ammo, by the way. So...
Whoa, you do not point that gun at me, man.
Sorry.
What is it, the M9 or?
Sorry, what did you say, man? My friend said.
Which one is it? Is it the M9 or?
If you go that way, it's north, and then that way south.
Yeah, no, I was asking what gun you have.
Oh, it's a Magnum.
Oh, okay.